Good morning, everybody. It's freezing outside. Well, it's not freezing, but it feels like it's freezing because it's so windy. So, today and tomorrow is going to be a little bit stressed, but I'm going to figure it out. I made a plan for these 2 days that should include everything. So, time is 10:30. I woke up 7:30, laying on bed on my phone, and when it was 10 minutes to 8, I'm just snooze till 9. Then my next alarm was going off, and I did not hear that again. I was just tired, so I got up 5 minutes to 10, and then got out of bed and got some clothes and got the day started. So I just went down with that, to that, with some papers, and I am currently going over after one sponsor gift, and then I am gonna drop by a grocery shop and buy some breakfast because I am very, very hungry. And I don't want to do the same thing as I did yesterday, where I went an entire day without any food, except for some snacks that lady had, chips it were, and then we went and bought pizza, and I went and got it. My stomach wasn't happy with me. So, yeah, not do that. I still have all the painting supplies out here in the car still. But she had a lot of stones she didn't want to use, and they're already prepared, so they're already washed, they're already dried with the fireplace they have. So there is nothing wrong with the stones except for she just don't want the stones anymore. So I said, can I have those? Sure, you can have those. So she went through all the stones upstairs in her art room, or painting room, where we were sitting, and I got a bunch with me home, and I told her I'm gonna empty it out and you'll get the box back next time I drop by. But that's just fine. So that's kind of where we at with that. So when I come home, I will need to start focusing on getting things in the dishwasher, get things washed, get things in the washing machine, I get clothes washed, and I have set a time limit for myself, 2 hours for getting the bedroom done, get all the stuff back in there, except for clothes, that's not included, but I'm max allowed to use 3 hours on it in case something happens, I get disturbed. So max 3 hours, and I should be done. It took me less than an hour to get everything out, so about an hour to get everything out, so it should be possible. And besides, at least 1/3 of the stuff needs to be out in the living room anyway, so it's a good way to get that put on the right spot anyway. So yeah, when that's done, then I can go upstairs and get the supplies for the market, and then start making a checklist for what I need of cards and find those cards. Hopefully it's not too much I need. Find peel-offs too. I need to get those peel-offs down. There is no way around. They need to come down. Together with paper and a cutter. And envelopes. There's a lot of stuff needs to come down. And then I can focus on cards and continue with washing and doing dishes and that kind of stuff. There's just no way around it. I need to get it done. It's simple as that. So let's get this day started, because tomorrow I got cards prep for market. I may actually do those candles tomorrow, so they can sit overnight and then be ready for the next day. And I'm just doing like that. That may actually be possible that I'm gonna do that. We will have to see, but it is on my list. And then it's just cards and setup for tomorrow. And I actually need to go around and figure out how many bee owners we have here in this area, because I would like to get bee wax from local bee farmers. So that might be a thing I will have to look into. I just need to figure out if there's a map over that. We'll have to see. Now, let's go collect sponsor gifts. So I managed to wash all that up and off and sort about half of the clothes. The only thing that's left is that and those in those 3 bags and those 2 plastic buckets and 1 more bucket in the kitchen is a small, very small one. And then I'm done sorting. So I think I'm gonna sort now and throw all the stuff out. That's actually my throw out pile. So I think I'm gonna do that now. And then those cabinets should be ready to put things into. I just washed them off. And before anyone started yelling at me, Marie, the walls, they're dirty, they are filled with marks. I don't care. Because I know why the marks are there. And if everyone knows a little bit about summer, they also know why the marks are there. So at some point I'm going to take care of it. At the same time, I'm probably going to be taking care of that little thing over here. Yes, you can see it down there, that mark on the wall. Yeah. That mark on the wall is actually where the mold or thing is coming through from the other side. So it's not a corner I need to fix. I'm just not doing it now because I don't have the time for it. I am on time crunch and I just want everything up and running. Then I can start working on that later. And start taking care of the walls that has all those insect marks from when I slapped them. And why did I slap them up against the wall? Well, it was the only place out of 15 hits I actually managed to get them. And the ones that are here and down here is usually when I've been sleeping, so I would just smack them with my hand when I was sleeping. So I didn't want to get up to get the wiper thing to then go home to bed or back to bed to realize I can't find it anymore. So yeah. Got a lot of stuff I need to go through and a lot of stuff I need to throw out, so let's get going. I'm probably not going to do a time lapse, but I will say those curtains, they can block out light. Normally at the daytime I have as much light in here as I have out there right now, and in here it's almost pitch black. Only thing that's coming, that's little up in the top and out the side. That's the only thing that's coming out. Rest staying behind. I'm so freaking glad. Sorry. I am so happy. Very happy that I got this type of fabric. It's not the darkening color that we had from the Second War. It's not as dark as that, but it is pretty close. And that's making an ideal situation for what's it called? Cinema in the living room for the TV. If I want to have a cinema evening. Because it actually gets as dark as it is in the cinemas. So guys, I just opened this one up. Every single one here, black ones, looks like this all the way underneath. Some are worse than other. I just washed the top off and pop off the lid. And I cannot believe what I found underneath that sheet. You guys know I have that comforter thing I can sleep with. There are 135 centimeters by 200. And I need to get some sewn, by sewn 2 of these together to get the normal, because these ones are 80 by 200. Yeah. Guess what I found down here. Not only is it a horse, but it's 140 by 200. Yes! Thank you! And believe it or not, this was actually a present from long ago. I should have a silk somewhere too, but I don't know where that is. I should have a silk. And this is actually Luxor bedding. Oh my! I cannot believe I found that. I have all different types of bedding in here. Yes. Please tell me that's the silk. That should be the silk. I believe I got this in the confirmation gift. Yes! And it has a pillowcase. Yes! And this one should be silk. Yes, it is. It's silk. Oh, thank everyone. Oh, I'm so happy. I got this from my aunt and uncle's son in confirmation gift back in the day. Or christen day, or whatever you want to call it. When you are teens and you have to go to church and say, oh yeah, I believe in God. And then you're in white dress and then there's a big party afterwards. I got this one and that. Because they all thought, oh Marie, you should have some bedding and other stuff for your living requirements in the future. Ah, I'm so happy. There was one more down here. This one I don't know, because that's not one I bought, but that's wool. There is that one with... Is that a meter? Yes, it's 1.40 meters. And this one? 1.40 meters and 200, that's fine. We don't need to sew anything. Well, depending on this one. I just have to sort out some of my bedding. This is wool too. Oh my. I don't know what size this is, but I think I'm going to take 2 wool and sew together. Or cotton, or whatever you want to call it. The thick one. And sew those together, and that's it. Oh my, this could not have come at a better time. Oh my. That saved us so much time, because the lady I was down with yesterday, it's her that's gonna help me sew, because he has a sewing place, kind of like a factory, but very small. She hopes to go on her own business journey, and I really hope that works out for her. She's a wonderful lady, and she's gonna help me sew some pants together. That's gone in the seams on the inner side of my thighs, the thighs. And we were planning on taking 6 sets sewn together. I had 3. The 2 I could shift between, and one is back up as one broke. I'm not sure how much I'm going to take with me down there, because if I have 3, maybe 4 or 5 here, we don't need to sew. because I'm still gonna keep this comforter, the small one, for summer when I don't need the comforter to go all the way around me because it's cold. Right now, if I lay on my side, it will gap this much in each side and it's cold. That's why I have the fleece blanket underneath. And that's extra white, so that's why I actually got it. I'm so happy. You cannot believe. And it doesn't smell like the cats have been in it. And there was no mold on it. So I think I'm gonna put it aside and just pack this one up again and then just mark it as bedding. And just as I using that comforter, I can just go and wash this. I don't need to do this right now. So that plan I had didn't go as well as I planned. Typical. I managed to do 2 loads and 1 dryer, 1 load of dishes, and clear out all the clothes and empty out all the things. For now, getting started to empty the boxes and sorting those. But earlier today, a lady I drove by asked me if I could go into Skive and pick up or switch actually a piece of clothing for her, because the jacket she got, or the vest thing she had been given, is too long for her and she can't get in there herself because she is in a wheelchair. So I said sure, I can do that, but I won't promise that it will be today. That's fine, but in the end we agreed on that I would come by today and pick it up. And I'm out driving. How hard is it for me to go down, get the thing, go in and get the thing, and maybe a gift card if they don't have what she needs, and then buy some food items, some dinner for tonight, late lunch for today too, and something to make sandwich for the weekend. What would be the harm in that? So that's what I did. So that was not a part of my plan, which means now I'm even farther behind. I don't know if I will manage to get to bed tonight. I keep saying that all the time, like it's a threat that I won't go to bed, I'll just stay up all night. But I actually might have to, because I'm just too far behind. I still haven't emptied out the car, and I also got a confirm on a sponsor gift that I couldn't remember if I got a yes or no one, so I got that too. And I still haven't heard when we can come and sit up. It's just, I don't know anything. So what am I gonna do? I am gonna go home and hope for the best. By the way, I can't remember if I said it, but on yesterday or the day when I was down again, the people, I believe were, someone wrote to me on a message under the video why I'm never using the seat belt in my car. And it's pretty simple. I have a piece of note in my car right here. This one, this folded envelope up, is actually a piece of paper from my doctor that says that I can drive without a seatbelt, because the seatbelt is too short. It's just 10 centimeters 20 centimeters actually too short for me to use it. It can click in, but when I click it in, I can't change gears, I can't do anything, and it will push on my ribs. So I will have a bent rib, which I did drive around with, and I could barely get air when I had it. So I decided to stop driving with the seat belt. And is that a photo? No, it's not. Oh God. Why are you talking to yourself? Sorry, policeman. So yeah, that's why I don't run around with a seatbelt. Do I approve of it? No, I do not. If this seatbelt were attached longer, I would drive with it without a problem. You can get an extension that will give you about 20 centimeters, I believe it is, but that's illegal to drive with here in Denmark, unfortunately, because that way I could. My dad has the same problem with his old tuk-tuk vehicle, and a tuk-tuk is a free-wheeled, closed-in vehicle. They use them a lot in China and that kind of stuff, and over there, so that's why we call it a tuk-tuk. But I believe it actually is called a tuk-tuk, but who knows. And in that one he had the same problem, he couldn't had the seatbelt on, so that's why he hasn't. I did have to pay 100 Danish kroner to get that piece of paper, but it holds for 5 years, and then I'll have to go and get a new one. I hope I got another car that can go through service that will have an extension thing that's long enough. I hope I do have a new one, but we'll have to see. Now I'm going home. Just ate my dinner. Still got a lot of stuff I need to do, so I will have to edit this vlog before I can do anything, unfortunately. So thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, little bell for notification, and throw in that like, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.